Hi, welcome to this Talend series video. In this one, we're gonna see how we can connect with the data or upload the data source. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna click here on data inventory so you can upload or connect with the data source in inventory. Okay, so I have covered this part in the previous video where we talk about this course. I'm gonna go to the data set now, and you can see one data set, and you can see each data set which kind of trust score it has and what kind of thing it has. So I'm gonna talk about that a little bit in a little while. But before that, in order to add a data set, we can go to connections, and we can add a connection. And if you see, there are different type of connections here. You can connect with any of these data source and get your data which is relevant to you. For this video, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a Excel dataset, which is kind of a local connection. So I don't need to add anything. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click here, add dataset, and I'm going to choose local connection, and I'm going to name it customer. Okay, and I'm gonna browse it. I'm gonna add customer insight data. Now this is my Excel file. It has multiple sheets. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go for a sheet called customer, and sometimes this auto-redirect does not work. So it's better to choose the format yourself. It's handy, and then you can also set the header. That first line is header, and then I say okay, validate the data. Okay, sorry, I need to add the name, so customer, and I think it might be already have that name, so I'm gonna say US. So the data is successfully created, and now it's gonna, in the background, it's gonna sample the data, and it's gonna create some talent score. So we're gonna talk about that score after that, once we get that score. So we have the data here, and you see we have the trust score of 2.8, and this is its validity, and this is completeness of the data. Validity is checked against the dictionaries that are available, and then we have popularity and usage and discoverability. So there is no very low scores on that. Okay, so we're gonna work through that one by one. So the first what we're gonna see is the validity and the completeness angle, and then we're gonna work it through the we're gonna use this data for our next videos as well. So but you can see that here we can see what are the kind of invalid values. We can see the schema and where is the values and where is completeness, where is these issues are there. There is no data quality rule at the moment. We will add that later on. And then we have there are different pipelines and different other combinations, descriptions. We can add custom attributes. So all these things we can add in order to enhance the data. So over the course of the next few videos, we're gonna starting doing that. That will help us to improve the score of the data.